Okay, so we're playing some Dungeon Crawl Classics tonight. Kind of, well, these short shots have typically been one-on-one, but I have two players tonight, so we're going to run kind of a little mini party through this kind of the return, right, to the Church of Consumption. Thorsten and Tyra, played by Rush, have been here before, one of them a captive. And when they got free, having slaughtered some of the guards, they kind of went back to town, recuperated a little bit, started asking around a bit, and discovered that they believe that these tunnels actually might lead into the back of what used to be an old monastery slash church of a very powerful god, sect. So basically rich and powerful. Hasn't been heard of in a long time. The kind of grotesquely overweight people that you met seem to be part of the legend, but people were unsure about that part of it. But they said that they know that these people were very, very powerful. They ruled the land for a time, maybe a few hundred years ago, and collected heavy, heavy deeds in gold back when the gold mines were flowing. So you guys have moved up to basically where you were before, Thorsten, which is essentially you're climbing a rocky crag, and you kind of pop up to that same area where Thara had been kind of observing before when she broke in, and she had noticed the cave with the fire lit inside. You no longer see a fire in there. It's actually slightly raining today, a little bit of a drizzle, and you hear no sound. So essentially, you guys can introduce your characters. You're basically have just climbed this rocky crag. You're on kind of a bit of a plateau, looking out into like a large cave area with a kind of a smaller cave area behind it. So I will bump through, and I'll have each of you introduce your characters. Let's go with Rush first.
So returning to this cave, Thorsten, who was, of course, bloodied almost to the point of death, now seeks to come back and find out exactly what was going on here, why these grotesque, blubberous men who certain body parts were blubberous and fat, and certain other body parts were as normal men. So it was obviously unnatural. Found himself captive, only to be rescued by his wee friend and rogue Thyra. Fought their way out, freed some people, but were so bloody they decided to go back to town, get healed up, as you said, and decided to enlist the help of his friend Kirwin and her mighty dwarven protector to come back and see if they could get to the bottom of things here. And that plus Thorsten feels like he definitely wants to take another shot at these guys after getting beat up so bad. It was a little embarrassing. So that's what he's done. He's brought along his priestly friend and her bodyguard in the hopes that they'll be able to be more of a match for what is inside.
Excellent. Okay, so Michelle, maybe tell us a little bit about your characters, and then we'll kind of figure out what you guys want to do.
Well, Kirwin is a very pious cleric, and hearing the troubles that Thorsten had before, she decided that she must help. She must be, do good deeds, in order to appease her god. And then she's got her companion, her dwarven companion, Graham, who they've been friends for years. And when he heard that she was going to go adventure with Thorsten and Thyra, he said, well, you're not going to be going by yourself. I'm going to come to protect you. So
that's right.
Excellent. Okay, cool. So yeah, as noted, you guys are, you climbed this rocky crag. Like I said, you've been here before, but last time the cave was open, lit with some firelight, and you heard people, talking, and you smelled this. You smelled like rotting and human waste, which you still smell. But this time you don't smell the luscious smell of food that you also smelled. So I'm going to try something here. We'll see if it works. going to try to do the map so you guys can actually see what the map looks like.
Oh, getting fancy.
Yeah, I know. It worked the other day, so we'll see that each map is a little different. Nope. Yeah, there it is. It's smooth, so you have to move it along. So that's kind of what you see. You're basically, if you look at the lower right-hand corner of that, that's basically where you're at. The caves that you guys can kind of see there are what Thorson and Tyra already know about. Those are passages you've been down. The one all the way to the upper left of that little corner would be the prison cells.
Okay.
You want to remind yourself. So basically, you're all the way to the far right. You went through, basically the into that larger area. If you look diagonally up to the left, that's where the campsite was, and then that went back into another cave, and the prisoners were behind that. The other passages coming off that room, if you remember. I mean, you're not there yet, but if you remember, one thief, a priest came from one of the other areas. And you killed him with a dagger. You didn't explore it though. That would be to the right on this map, which is the east. Actually, it's the north because of the way the map charted. Or the straight ahead is where up off the page is basically where the one man ran, and then you heard footsteps coming back when you decided it was better to make haste and get out of there.
So the place that has the little black arrow pointing to it.
Yeah, that's where they were. That's where the campsite was. Yeah.
Okay, and then we went up north through there.
That's right.
Okay, and then there was
the last thing you see to the left was the cell that Thorsten was locked in. Yeah.
So the big guy, the big fat guy that came out, he came from the north or from the east?
He came from the east.
From the east. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. The people ran to the north, if you remember.
Yes.
They broke off, and then you heard footsteps coming from the north as you ran to leave.
Okay.
But the guy originally came from the east.
All right. So where exactly are we right now then?
So you are essentially, if you look at the map, like all the ways down in the right-hand corner, that little black dot.
Oh, okay.
That's basically where you are. Yeah.
Okay.
You're looking into that.
Okay. So I would kind of look at Kieran, and I would say, well, I know where this goes, and I point to that little passage that's to the bottom left of the open area, and that would take us into the campsite. And I say, I think we should probably go. If we go this way, it'll be definitely going a direction that I already know. So I think that's where we would probably try to go.
Okay. Yeah, so you move up, and again, it's like kind of night's fallen, and it's drizzly rain, so you're not really getting many stars or the moon, so it's fairly dark, so you feel pretty comfortable that you're under cover. And you move up into the cover of the cave and through that kind of very narrow passage towards where the campsite was. And as you move into that part of the area, you see, the campsite there's nobody there. It looks pretty deserted. You definitely can smell rot and waste. It's dark in here now, so anybody with, which is basically just our dwarf, you can see in the dark, and you basically can see what you see in the map. You can see that there's no warmth in the fire. It's been out for a long time, and you can smell again like waste and rot, and it's basically nasty.
Disgusting. I don't have I was looking at some of my spells. I know this is kind of off topic a little bit, but like some of my spells, when I roll, it says 32 plus, but all of the dice that I have, I don't have anything that goes above 30.
That's because you'll get bonuses to your die roll based on level and other things.
Oh, okay, never mind. All right.
Yeah, your level, you're unlikely to roll that unless you do something like spell burn.
Yeah.
Only do in an emergency, and we can talk about that.
Right.
Yeah, you're probably gonna be somewhere in the 20, low 20s, would probably be your normal like high at this point. Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna basically is it a cave that we're in?
Yeah, you're inside of a cave now. I mean, you can see. Oh, actually, I guess you can see pretty well, Thorson, that what would be the north there. You're in that bigger kind of part. The tunnel going to the north. Nobody else can really see this because you guys are in the pitch black, just listening to the dwarf right now, unless you want to light a torch or something. that tunnel, which Thorsten described to you, seems blocked. It's hard to make out because it's not very, not well. As you can see in the dark, it looks like it's been somewhat like barricaded. Like you can see that there's stones and wood just kind of filling the area. Not a wall per se, but there's like a bunch of junk there.
The bigger tunnel that goes from the camp area into the larger area to the north.
That's correct.
Okay. Well, I know the dwarf can see, but the rest of us need to be able to see too. So I'm going to ask Thyra to go ahead. I'm going to hand her one of my torches and go ahead and have her light that.
Okay. Yes, you light up a torch, and almost immediately when the torch comes up, you start to hear the buzzing of kind of flies, and some of them start to head towards. They see the light, so you can kind of smell the rot, and you can see there's lots of flies in here, and you kind of can see more now that there's no dead bodies per se, like there's no people, but there's definitely like food that's very, very bad, and again, human waste.
Okay. I would like to go ahead and make my way over toward where that barricade is.
Okay.
And inspect that a little closer. So
it doesn't look like it's was made by like a professional, carpenter or wall builder. It looks like they wanted to block the passage, whoever did this, and just threw whatever crap they had, whatever branches they had or extra wood. It looks like there's some parts from like maybe furniture that's been smashed. And there are some some branches. Some of them are carved almost like pointy spears, but they're not particularly set up in a way that would be damaging to you unless you just ran right at them. And then there are some stones, but they're mostly smaller ones. So you would have to clear it to get through, but you don't think that it would be that difficult. It would just be time consuming.
So I would call over to Graham them, and I'd say, well, come on, lad, let's see if we can't get this mess cleared. And I would start working on it and ask Thyra and Kieran to kind of keep watch.
Okay, yeah.
Well, Kieran will look around with in the torchlight, looking for anything that might be coming up. But Graham's going to go over to where Thorsten is and assist him with removing the rubble.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, you can keep kind of a watch towards what seems to be the only way. There's actually technically two kind of tunnels coming in here, but I'm going to say the one that would be almost directly to the east is pretty narrow. So you get a good spot where you can watch both directions, and they start removing the debris. Roll a d4 for me, Rush.
Sorry for I was muted. Keep forgetting the DCC D4 is so weird looking.
Oh yeah, I have one of those too. I'm actually using real dice because I have been using the crawler for the last bunch of games, and then when I was playing another game, I was using real dice, and I was like, I don't want to use dice again. It's just harder as a DM because you need to roll so many.
Yeah, I got a 2.
Okay, so it takes you about 15, 20 minutes to clear that out. But you're able to do so pretty efficiently. You clear yourself an area that you can get through wide enough that you can get through quickly if you need to, but you don't clear everything out, just enough to get yourself through. As you kind of poke the torch through or whatever, you can see into that other room where the combat occurred. There's still dark stains, on the floor and stuff where blood was, and you can even see maybe some dragging, where, dragged areas where it looks like they probably dragged the bodies away. That head towards the north. You don't see anybody in here, and nobody moves at all.
I'll take the torch from Thyra, and I'll hold it and my longsword in one hand, or hold it in one hand, my longsword in the other, and I'll get Thyra to kind of try and sneak in the shadows up ahead. I mean, we're all going to kind of like slowly make our way down, but I'm going to let her snake her way up through the shadows ahead of us and see if she can see anything when she gets try to sneak up into the large area where we were, where the prison cell was.
Okay, yeah, so she stays along that wall, remembering probably pretty well that that's how she did it before. she starts to move along the wall, and it's a rough wall. And only the torch is reflecting off the walls of the room, so she's getting a little bit of light in there, but she's staying kind of out of it as much as possible. And she comes up to that, the area with the cage. Basically, the cage is open. It's in a quick glimpse inside that tells you there's nothing really in there except some straw, thrown on the ground. There's no people in there.
All right. So it's open, nobody's in it, and we have the passage to the north and the passage to the east.
That's correct.
Okay. Well, I'm guessing that the dudes were trying to run to the north, so I'm thinking that's probably they were running further in for safety. So if there's no objections, I think that that's probably the passage we'll try and take as we go.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, so let's get a marching order.
All right. I would probably send Thyra first so she can check for traps. Or I don't know. I don't want to slow it down too much by doing that, but This is DCC.
We should. Well, the thing is, just remember that she'll have to stay within the torchlight to be able to do that. So.
Okay.
So unless she carries the torch,
Nah, she probably wouldn't want
I
to do
mean that she can't see in the dark. She's not going to be able to go ahead, really. At least not at this moment.
Graham will bring up the rear. That way he'll be able to keep an eye on anything that comes up behind us since he can't see in the dark.
All right. In that case, we'll just put the two girls in the middle, and we'll just kind of make our way slowly. I'll call Thyra to squeeze past if I want her to go check something.
Okay. So we're going to go
North.
Thorsten. I'm just making a note of March.
Oh, yeah. We'll do Thorsten, Thyra. Actually, you know what? We should probably do Thorsten, because Kieran's got some pretty good armor class, too. So we should probably go Thorsten, Kieran, Thyra, Graham.
Okay. Done. If you want to change it, then we can do that as we move.
That way she can pick Kieran's pockets on the way.
Okay. All right, so you head up. Maybe you glimpse down to the door to the east. You just see that it heads down about 20 feet or so, and then turns, which you can see on the map clearly, and then turns to the right for you, or to the south. And you start following this tunnel. Immediately after about 30 or so feet, let me see if I can do this. You notice that the tunnel is kind of sloping down because you have a dwarf with you. And it starts to wind a bit, so you're definitely going down into the depths. It's wet, but kind of more from, like the ground isn't like wet like a river wet, but more like condensation from getting deep in the earth and the coolness of it, and probably the dampness of the weather that's happening outside right now.
Right.
And as you're kind of moving forward, it kind of swirls like that. You can see how it's turning. And you're going down and down. You go. You can't see my mouse. So I don't know what I'm doing. You go down. It goes around and back across. And kind of as you're coming up, you start to see a break where you could either go to the right, which would be east, I guess, or continue to the north. And as you're coming up to that area, 6. Oh, okay. All right. So you're marching along with your torch, kind of going along. Let's see. Make a DC 15 will save. The first person in the line. So Thorsten. This is to see if you're surprised.
Oh, I'm sorry. Which you want me to roll which one again?
DC 15 will save. So a D20 plus any modifiers for your will.
All right. Is that all of us or just me?
Just you, because you're in the front. It'll be up to you.
All right. D20. Oh, shit. So I got to get
15 or better.
Yeah, that happening.
Okay. Well, actually, he also failed, so you're both kind of surprised, and you stagger for a second, and neither one actually acts the first round. And we'll roll initiative. You see in front of you an immensely obese man in a elaborate robe that, on first look, it looks like that somebody took maybe like 5 or 6 really beautiful priestly robes and sewed them together in order to cover, the bulk of this person. However, it wasn't enough, and he's not particularly tall. He's maybe tall for a man, but he's almost his legs are almost like as wide like an elephant, and one of his hands is swollen. And it almost looks like he has another head at the end of his arm. His hand is so huge, and half his face is just dripping down with just the fat. Anyways, let's roll initiative. D20
Right.
plus initiative modifiers for each character.
Okay. Let's see, what is it here? All right, so Thorsten gets a +4.
Nice.
So that's 17 for Thorsten,
Nice.
and she gets only a +1. Thyra gets an 8. So you have your initiative bonuses.
Yeah,
Okay,
I do.
sorry.
I actually have a -1 for Kira. She got a 17, and
nice.
then Graham has 0 initiative bonuses. He got a 16.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Nice.
Because you matched Thorsten, but since you owe minus to your initiative, Thorsten will go first.
Okay.
Okay. In any case, you all go before the priestly gentleman standing in front of you. He staggers back because of the sudden surprise. And Thorsten, it's your turn. You are actually in the front of the party. You're in a sloping, wet hallway. It's about 8 or 9 feet wide, so it's like a standard kind of hallway, for a dungeon, but it's it's a cave. And you're in front. You can act. He's maybe like 10, 15 feet away from you. He's coming out of the corner there, basically.
Okay, so I'm gonna move down toward him, and I'm gonna call out. I'm gonna say, "Graham, you wee bastard, get up here. We got something. We got something to do." And I take my Viking-ish sword, and I attack
Nice.
the big fat guy. So, all right, long sword. It says D5 +2. That's my deed die, right?
That's your deep dive. That's right.
All right, so D5 +2, and I roll that along with my D20.
That's correct.
All right. So my melee attack is +2, so it'll be +2, and then also +2 on the D die, so +4 total.
No. The +2 is it's combined with both, so it's a deep dive plus. They've already put that over there for you.
Oh, okay. So it's just D20 and D5 +2.
That's correct.
All right. Well, shit. On my D die, I got a 5,
Well, that's good.
but on my D20, I only got a 7. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Okay, and that's even with the +2.
Yeah, that's with the plus. Hold on, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. No.
Okay.
Wait a minute. 7 and 5 is 12.
7 and 5 is 12, and then
So-
+2 is 14.
14, yes. Sorry.
Yeah, that hits actually.
I can't math.
Yeah, that hits.
Sweet. No, well, what is your D? It'll tell you what your D die is next to your weapon. So you want a 4-sided die.
So that's my
That's your D die. Yeah. All right. So I hit. So I'm gonna do a D8 plus my D die. So DB.
Yep, and then and then I guess +2. I'm sure. So the +2 is from your strength.
It just says plus D. So I re-roll the D die again.
No, it's 5.
Oh, it's still 5. Okay, so the damage is 4
Nice.
plus 5,
9.
9, plus 2, which is 9, 10, 11. And on my D die, I did roll a max roll.
Okay.
So
Yes.
that would be for the disarm. So does he have any weapons?
Yeah, he actually was drawing a dagger, and as he does, you cleave through his hand. The dagger and his hand goes flying, and blood squirts out of his hand as he tries to grab it. and he looks at you with crazed eyes and falls to the ground dead.
What? Oh shit! So the rest of the party hears this "ha ha" thing, and then this big fat guy falls dead.
Yeah, he took him out pretty quickly.
Yes.
He drops.
And he turns back around and he goes, "Now that's how it's done." Graham, where were you?
Graham and his short little legs. He's running up and he looks. He says, "Oh, you didn't save any for me?"
I pat him on the shoulder and tell him, "There's plenty more where that came from, I'm sure." I'm almost afraid to search this guy because he's pretty disgusting.
Yeah, he's pretty nasty.
He does have robes on, though, right?
Yeah, he's wearing. I mean, they're basically thrown over his body. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And kind of sewn together.
Yeah,
Disgusting.
He's got any pouches?
I mean, do you want to check?
Yeah, Thyro kind of walk by and be like, "Well, I don't care if he's disgusting. Gold is gold." And she's gonna search to see if he's got any kind
He doesn't actually have any like gold pieces or anything like that on him, but he is carrying what you believe might be his holy symbol. It looks like it's basically a very, very obese, with his arms spread out, and it's made out of silver. You think there's some value to it? It's probably worth maybe like 50 gold pieces or something.
Yeah, she's like, "Yeah, we might can melt that down or something." So she just kind of secrets that into her pocket.
Okay. And of course, he had a dagger, which is on the ground now.
Yes. All right.
So that was very quick, and you didn't get a chance to really say or make any sound or anything. So you feel like you're making progress. One path goes to the east, which is where he was coming from, well, I guess you probably walked up there to attack him. So as you kind of look to the east, you can see that the tunnel runs down maybe like 50, 60 feet, and then at the end you can see like a little bit of light. So it looks like it's lit in there. Forward for you.
Does it look like it would be outside light, or does it look like it'd be torchlight?
So you pause for a second and kind of look, and you can see that it's flickering. So it's probably a torchlight.
Okay. And to the north?
Yeah, then to the north, the tunnel keeps going down into darkness.
I turn and pat my pious friend on the shoulder and say, "Well, what do you think?"
She looks over at him and says, "Well, I think we should venture forward."
I mean, right, but do you want to go to the east where the flickering light is? Do you want to go this way into the dark?
Well, if it's a flickering light, it's very possible that means someone is there. So,
Okay.
do we want to see if they're friend or foe?
Oh, I don't think there's too many friendlies in here.
No, I don't either. Well, maybe we should go the other way.
Well, the other way is darkness, but they may have answers.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Okay, let's go toward the flickering light.
The lady says the flickering light.
Okay.
The flickering light we shall go.
All right, sounds good. Yes, you make a right essentially, and you start walking towards the. Let's see if I can do this. My little mapping thing.
I'll tell Thyra to put the torch out since there's light ahead of us.
Okay.
I
Nice.
think that we'll be able to make our way down that way. I don't want them to see a lit torch coming down the hall.
Okay. Yeah. Smart. Yeah, and you can, as long as you go slow, you're totally fine. You can walk. Put your hands against the wall and walk. It is like still slanting down and wet, but it's again if you're walking slowly, it's not an issue. And clearly, whoever this was, he walked up in the dark. So, all right, yeah, it goes down, and it, is she coming? Is Thorsten still walking ahead, or is you getting some thief ahead, or what do you want to do this?
Yeah, I say we're probably going to keep the same.
Okay. All right, so you come down to the edge and you look into this room, and I guess you can probably see the whole room from here. So I'll just open it up for you.
Oh shit!
Yeah, so you're looking into this room. So down, just to give you some idea, like immediately in front of you as you're in the room, so the right side of that's kind of a raised area. It looks like the wall slants up. You can probably get up there if you wanted to, but you don't immediately see anything up there. It's over your head. And also the same thing to the left. Those are like raised areas. You do actually hear and see one. Really, again, obese man. He is not nearly as obese, and he is sitting kind of. You see how there's this area that has like the that like red patch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So he's like around there. That's actually a raised area. He's sitting up there. He seems to be eating something, and in that kind of dotted area that you see around, which is actually you can't tell right now, but it looks like it's a. There's something on the ground, but it's hard to really make out what's making that area. Inside of there is the biggest worm you have ever seen. And when I say big, we're talking about 60 feet or so long, about 12 feet ish around. The front of it is flat, and the entire front of it looks like a giant mouth with teeth coming around in a circle. It is like a dull purple in color, and it is just kind of sitting there. You can see it's alive because it's kind of squirming, and where the bloody platform is where the guy is, there's big chunks of the worm cut off, and you could probably conclude pretty quickly by looking at this that he's eating the worm.
Oh, gross.
Since you do not have any light, I'm going to say that he does not see you at this moment because he's busy doing his thing.
So I lean back and I go, well, that's disgusting. He's the only one we see, right?
You only see one guy. I mean, there could be somebody on the other side of the worm because it's pretty big, but and I guess from where you are, though, you can see there is that passageway as well. And also, right, you see those two raised areas that I talked about, right, like kind of a center. You see like a little dot. Let me see if I can make this bigger.
Like, possibly.
Oh, that's how you do it. Hold on, can I make this bigger like that? Oh, there we go. Can I move it if I do that? Yes, I can.
So they look like openings?
They're not openings. They're actually statues.
Oh. Can I make out what they are?
They are very, very obese men.
Okay.
And they look like they're made out of like maybe bronze. It's hard to say.
Okay.
I just made the room for some reason flatter by doing that. I don't know how I did that.
That's all right.
You can see it better probably.
So again, I look back at Kieran and I say, well, we can either deal with this big fat man or we can go back to the north.
I think we need to deal with the man, and I think we need to put that poor creature out of its misery.
Yeah.
Because that's no way to live.
That's very true. All right, Lassie. He kind of reaches down and cracks his knuckles, and he's like, "Graham, get your ass up here." Like that.
And Graham obeys. He's trotting up there in his little short legs going, what? What's going on?
Just to give you an idea, you're about 120 feet away from this guy at this point.
So, what I think we'll do, if we can, what I think would be a smart way to do is we try and make our way along that left-hand wall, at least to get to where that bronze statue is. And I'll see if I can get Thyra to sneak along the wall past the bronze statue, see if she can circle around behind the dude.
Okay, I mean, he's kind of like, behind him is the worm. I mean, she could probably get to the platform and climb up the platform to get behind him that way, but that would be a pretty difficult sneak, but you could do it.
I don't think I want to get quite that close.
Okay.
Yet. Is he facing the worm, or is he facing away from the worm?
He's got his back to the worm. He's sitting kind of on his butt on this raised platform, and he's eating worm meat. You imagine? He's not like staring any particular direction. He's kind of looking around. So like he's not looking in your direction right this second, but he is looking around. So you will have to sneak. Like he's not like doesn't have his back to you per se. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. So,
I mean, any of you can sneak, but you're going to have to roll a d10 for your sneak check, though, of course, unless you're a thief or you have a background that you can sneak. And remember, if you have armor on, you have a check penalty. So keep all that in mind. If you're all trying to sneak forward, a thief is going to be much better at it, clearly. But of course,
So let's send Thyra up to see if she can sneak along that wall up to the bronze statue at least.
Okay.
So sneak.
That's a D20 roll plus your sneakies.
Sneak silently is +4.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, I guess I should probably, you didn't ask, but because it should be obvious, I guess, those golden arrows that you see there are giant like big pillars, and they, on top of them, have flames burning. That's what it's like in the room.
Okay. All right. So I got a 12 plus a 4 for a 16.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you move your way up to the statue. There's a couple of moments where, he kind of looks your direction, but you press yourself firmly against the wall, and he goes on eating. He doesn't seem to make you any mind. So you're right up against this kind of bronze statue at this point, and it is a very, very obese man wearing nothing but a loincloth. And you're kind of, maybe you just like look at it, and you actually realize when you get up close to it that it's not actually bronze. It's more like it's gold. It's just covered in like just junk from the years of being sitting here. And it's a larger than man-sized statue.
So she would get her crossbow ready and loaded. And then how do you want to deal with this? Just shoot a crossbow and then charge?
Well, I mean, okay, yeah, you could have discussed that before, I guess, but yeah.
Yeah,
that's fine. I mean, so you could have had that conversation. It's not a big deal.
Yeah. So I think what we'll do is she'll shoot, we'll charge, and then just be ready to do that bless ally thing, or possibly. Well, you've got curse, right? And you've also got lotus stare, which could possibly hypnotize him.
Yes.
So keep those ready, and you decide which one you think would be the best to try.
Just watch your ranges on that stuff, because you're about 120 feet away.
Yeah, y'all are going to have to like haul ass to get up there first.
Yeah.
So, all right. So I guess that's what we'll do. Well, Thyra from her vantage point still can't see anybody else.
You see nothing but the worm and the guy.
Okay. All right, you ready?
Yep.
All right. So Thyra is going to lean out and take a shot.
All right. Good luck.
Shit. I don't like the way that sounded.
Yeah, me either.
All right. Here we go. Crossbows +2. Yeah, missile attack +2. All right, here we go. Well, I got a 15. Total.
Let's see. I think 15's enough. Let me just quickly check this. Yep, that's enough. Yep. Arrow plunges in, do some damage.
All right, will she get a sneak attack for this, or
No, you can't sneak attack
with ranged? Okay, I couldn't remember if DC lets you do that or not. Okay, D6 damage die for 3 points.
Okay. So you level the crossbow and shoot it at this guy who's eating. It sticks into the back of his neck, as he kind of turns, and he starts to get to his feet, stumbles, and then falls flat, dead, as far as you can tell.
Okay.
I don't trust him.
I don't either.
So I'm going to assume that, well, everybody's probably going to like run out in the room and go, oh. And then we would probably go from a dead run to a hurried walk to try and get up there, keeping an eye on the worm.
Okay.
And Thyra will try and make her way over there to make sure this guy is dead.
Okay. Yeah. So you climb the small dias up to the top, and you see this guy is grotesque, laying there. He actually was like half chewing as you shot him, so like it's kind of coming out of his mouth a little bit. This purple meat from the worm, and from that vantage you can see there's a pretty decent sized chunk taken out of this worm, and it's just kind of like squirming around. You can also see from where you're at that the worm is like kind of chained down, with stakes pounded into the ground. And also, actually, yeah, go ahead and make a, well, I mean, you're going to see it. So around the thing, there's basically those dotted lines I mentioned. They're basically, they look like stones at first, so you kind of look at them almost like quartz. And there's a bunch of them all like lined up in making that shape.
Looks like quartz.
Yeah, from the best you can tell. I mean, you'd have to get down and look at it if you want. You know, it's like basically semi-transparent, rough-looking stone.
Sorry, what?
Okay, Graham is going to go over. Not, I want to stay away from the worm, but he wants to go and take a look at the wall and just inspect it.
The rocks.
Yeah, the rock.
The rocks that are around the worm.
Yeah,
Yeah. So you bend down. Are you gonna like? What are you gonna do to inspect them?
he's gonna lick it.
Oh. Okay. All right. Yeah. So you bend down and you lick the stone, and quickly you realize that it's salt.
Okay.
Well, thank God that was a good guess. I wasn't expecting
Yeah.
this.
As you're all kind of involved in that, you hear
Uh-oh.
a noise coming from. You imagine the other side of the worm, and it sounds kind of like if you've heard drunks in the alley talking to themselves, but imagine 10 or maybe 15 or 20, and the chattering of the noise it reaches your head, and you start to hear it, and you're thinking, like, what is this strange sound? And around the corner comes what appears to be a pile of goop covered in mouths and eyes, spitting and crawling. The pseudopods with mouths on it are grabbing the ground and dragging it forward as it makes this hideous, crazy sound. And you can all make a DC 10 willpower save.
Okay.
DC
Alright.
10.
Willpower.
Yep.
Okay, so you just add the 1 to it, I think.
That's right. If you have any bonus.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah,
Right.
I know.
Plus whatever you got.
Holy shit! I rolled a 9, so with my 1, I got a 10.
Nice. That's enough.
Okay, so it's a D10, right?
No, it's
It's a D20, but you're trying to get a 10 or better.
trying to beat a 10.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
It's okay.
No, you're right.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it has been. I've only played DCC like once. Oh, well, Graham got a 20.
Okay, well, that's plenty.
And then
How about
Hero.
He said, "Fuck that goop."
And Kiro, with her plus, she got a 15.
Okay. Did both your characters pass Rush?
I didn't roll for Thyra. Hold on. No, Thyra fails. She's not gonna have +7 to her roll.
I take that back. Graham got a 19 because he's got
Nice.
a -1.
Excuse me.
Okay, so whoever failed, so Thyra, roll a D8.
Okay. There you are. I got an 8.
8, okay. Oh, okay. So make a DC 15 will save.
Oh boy. That time I made it. I got a 19.
Okay. This thing, you catch your breath. You hold yourself back from not like running, but you are able to kind of keep your calm. And let's roll initiative.
Woohoo! Gets a 9, a 10. No,
This is a 12.
hold on. No, Torsten gets a 13. Sorry. And Thyra rolled a natural 20.
Nice.
So with her initiative, she gets a 21.
Kiro got a 5. Graham got a 1.
Nice. I gotta blow my nose real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay. Well, and you're first, so we'll wait for you. This happened sooner than expected. Okay. This is going to be interesting. So let's see, how far away is this thing? 30 feet. Okay. How fast does it move?
All right, I'm back. Oh, he go get him something to drink, too.
No, I'm here.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm here. I was waiting for you. You go first, actually. You have a 20. Actually, and then the creature goes. So it's about 30 feet away, moving towards you. It's making terrible sounds. What do you want to do?
So most realistically, given that she failed her will save, Thyra probably would have been like, sees the thing, freaks out, and goes, ah! And then just like absentmindedly shoots her crossbow at it without thinking.
Okay.
So that's how she gets the 20. She just snaps a shot off real quick because as soon as it rolls out, she's just like, oh my god, like that, and shoots. So she's going to fire her crossbow, and she's probably going to miss, which fits thematically. She got an 8.
Okay. Yeah, the bolt flies wildly. As the creature moves up to you, you're probably the closest thing to it, too. So, but let me see. I'm going to roll. You're all kind of grouped together because you came down and checked the thing out. So I'll just roll randomly to see what attacks the first round. The D4. Actually, it's going to go after Thorsten. So, who's probably on the ground, which kind of makes sense in a sense. It starts to move up towards you. Actually, everybody make a luck check to see how close you are together. I guess that one is not really near the rest of everybody, so you don't have to make it. So I guess, Michelle, make luck checks for your 2 characters. So you're rolling a d20. You're going to try to get your luck or under.
Oh, my luck right there. Okay, luck right there.
Okay, so this is for Graham. So he got a 15, and his luck is 7, so he failed.
All right, so you're close.
And then Kiro, she got a 13, her luck is 8.
Okay, so you're both close by because maybe you had gathered back around to see what's going on. So everybody's relatively close together.
Mm-hmm.
Person must check. Hold on, attacks in one way. So it's gonna blast. It spits on the ground and which explodes in a bright flash, and everybody has to make a DC 12 reflex save to look away, basically.
All 3 reflexes right next to your agility.
Oh, that?
Yeah, add that to your roll. Both my guys made it.
Okay. If you make it, you're fine. If not, you're blinded this round.
Okay, so it has to be over a 12?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, Hero did not make it.
Okay.
And then Graham also did not make it. They both rolled 8.
Okay. So you're going to be they're both blinded this round, so you cannot see.
Okay.
The Mauler then attacks. I'm trying to see if it says. It doesn't say it attacks only one character. some reason I thought I remember that it attacks all of its attacks on one character, but I don't see that. Okay, so no. So what I'm going to do is, it's going to basically, since it has 6 attacks, and there's 3 of you, it's going to hit you twice. Okay. So first, Thorsten.
I have an armor class of 17.
Okay, that just hit you then, because that's 17. Second attack. Oh my god, I crit.
Jesus Christ, man.
I guess you're glad that you're back. Okay, so when it bites you, it automatically locks on. Oh crap! All right, so and just it's gonna be so you have 2 mouths on you right now.
Nice.
They only do 1 point of damage each, so you take 2 points of damage, but then plus a crit. So let me see what the crit would be for this monster. It's probably just gonna be monster crit tables, I'm assuming, because it's not a demon or anything. Critical hits by monsters, monster crit table. It's going to roll a d10 on the crit table, so let's see. Oh, it only rolled a 1. Strike the chest, breaking the ribs, it's attacked additional 1d6 damage. So it bites you right in the chest, which seems really painful. Oh my god, for 5 more points. So you'll take 5, and then the 2 for the mouths on you, plus you're being bit by 2 of them, so keep track of that. Because I'm going to ask you how many mouths are on you. Plus it only has, it can't attack you again with that mouth. It's clearly so. Alright, so that's 2 on you. On Kirwin, and you're blinded, so it's going to actually go up 1 die. Actually, let me just check that. I don't know if it's up 1 die or if it's a bonus to that. Combat. Attack roll modifiers. Defender is blinded, so it gets +2. Alright, so it gets +2, +4, so +6. 24 against Kirwin for the first attack. So I'm assuming that hits.
Yeah, it does.
So she'll take 1 point of damage, and you have 1 mouth on you right now. And then 20. That's going to hit as well. Not a crit, but a 20. So you have 2 mouths on you. Oh, interesting. That's not smart. Sorry. And then 2 of them are going to go after Graham. Oh my god. 24. So he gets bit. 1 point of damage plus 1 mouth on you.
That's for Graham.
And 18. Does that hit you? I don't know what his armor class is.
Yes.
It does. All right. So everybody's got 2 mouths on them currently.
Except Thyra.
Except that who's up on the top.
So Graham's got 2 mouths on him as well?
Yep, and you take 2 points of damage, 1 from each.
Oh, okay. And same thing for Kira?
That's correct.
He hit with every goddamn attack.
Yeah, it was. It actually got a lot of good. That was. He'll probably never hit again after that. But let's. So the mother. The relatives. Okay, so it's biting you. It's so basically it bites onto you. It's just constant. It's clamping down with its teeth. And it is actually now. Thyra's turn. No, I'm sorry. Torsten's turn. You have 2 T names, Rush. Let's make it more difficult.
Alright.
It's okay. Torsten's turn.
Alright. Torsten is going to just take his sword and just be like, ah, like that.
Okay, it doesn't have anything to disarm, so
Yeah.
if you want to make it different.
Well, shit, what can I do with it? I can't disarm it. I can't knock it down because it's already a blob of mess. And it's
Yeah,
got a
probably.
bunch of eyes.
Yeah. You can probably.
Slice one of the mouths off.
Yeah, I mean, it's true. You could, but it's not. I mean, effectively, it has a ton of mouths, so that's not going to do much. What I'll say is, if you want to do maybe the most successful thing, might be to do the defensive. Well, you can do. There's 2 different things that you could do that aren't necessarily attacking the creature. You could do rallying maneuvers, which gets the rest of the party pumped. Actually, that's only for NPCs. Somewhere with that. You could do a defensive maneuver, which could increase your armor class or armor class of your friends.
Does it still let me attack, though?
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's just if you make your deed, then you get bonus to your armor class.
All right, I'll try that. I'll try the defensive maneuver. All right, here we go. Okay, so I got a 16 and a 4.
That's going to hit.
So, yeah, plus 4 on the... Hold on. It's plus 2, so... Yeah.
Yeah, it's 22 that hits.
So the D die is... Okay, all right, 22. All right, so then the damage is D8. And then you said it was my total D die roll, right?
Right, so it was a 4. Right, so 8 plus 4 plus 2.
All right, so 8 plus D8 plus 6 is 7. So 7 plus 6 is 13.
Nice. Unlike the priest, that does not die immediately. However, you roll a 4 on your D die, so it says you make a shield wall, which obviously that doesn't matter. In addition to causing damage, you give yourself +1 to your AC, and up to 2 allies that are adjacent to you. And the only 2 allies adjacent to you are Kirwin and Graham. So all 3 of you have +1 to your armor class next round.
Oh, yay.
Yeah. Well, I guess you get it now until it's next his turn again. So, until his turn again. So then it is actually Karen's turn. You are blinded by the creature and currently being bit in various places on your body.
Okay.
Can she cast while she's blinded?
Unless it says you have to be able to see the thing. You have to look at the spell.
Well, let me take a look.
Yeah, it depends on the spell.
Okay, so cursing I do have to see. However, paralysis, it says touch.
All right.
It doesn't say I actually have to see them.
Well,
So-
it's already touching you, so you don't even have to try and touch it. It's already...
Exactly.
All right, well, then try that.
Okay, so I'm going to cast paralysis on it.
Nice. So go ahead and roll your D20 plus any bonuses.
Okay,
Which you have a
my
total spell check
D20
bonus, right?
plus my bonus. Make sure I've got the right character. Okay, so I need your help, baby.
Yeah, oh, shit. Hold on.
On your sheet, it should probably have a spellcasting bonus
Yeah.
total on them. Yeah.
So your spell check, it says D20 plus 5 right there.
Oh, it's over there. Okay,
So
D20
you roll a
plus
D20
5.
and add 5. So that's 12 plus 5 is 17.
17.
17, nice.
No, hold on.
So the cleric's hands and melee weapons are charged with energy of paralysis. The charge remains for 1d4 plus caster levels rounds. Any attack by the cleric during this period delivers normal damage plus... Oh, so it lasts the whole time, okay. So so I need to know the will save. What did you roll total? 17? All right, so
Mhm.
all right. Because the save is what you rolled. So the will save is 17, and it's going to be 1d4, so roll a d4.
Okay. 2.
2. Okay, so 4, and you're what level?
I am 3.
Okay, so 5 rounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so your hands charge up. You have to obviously make an attack in order for it to happen, but you have to hit it with an attack in order for it to.
Okay.
Yeah, any attack by the cleric. So you have to hit the creature still, but you have basically 5 rounds to be able to hit it.
Okay.
And you
Awesome.
should be blind next round.
Yeah, you won't be blinded.
Yay.
Unless it spits again. And
Oh,
then
God.
spoiler, it's gonna spit again. Graham.
Well,
He can't really do anything. He's blind.
You could
Well,
do
you're blind. You can attack, but you'll use 1 die down, so you'd use the D16 instead of the D20.
Oh. Well,
still to do the deed die thing.
Yeah, you still get to do everything else.
So if he also does defensive maneuver, does it stack?
Yep.
Oh, do that.
okay, so I use a 16. Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna roll a
instead of a
D16, and you're still gonna roll your D die and everything.
Okay, and that's my D4. Where's my
Yep. So
D4?
roll those 2 together.
Okay,
So
so I got 6 total.
Okay, that's very good, unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't think that does anything.
Do you have a shield?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Are you wielding a shield?
Yes.
Okay, then you can do a shield bash because you're a dwarf. So you're still 1 die down, which is it's normally D14, so you'll roll a D12 instead. So again, D12 plus your die.
Plus my D die. All right. I got a 6.
Unfortunately, not enough.
No.
So you're flailing around a bit, being blinded. You know, of course, Graham's probably been through a lot of weird shit, but right now he's blinded and being bit, so it's a little weird.
He's not happy right now.
He's dancing around going, get it off me, get it off me.
So back up to the top of the round with Thyra.
Thyra is going to hop down from the thing.
Okay.
Can she? You know what? No, she's just gonna take a couple of steps, still far enough away, and she's gonna shoot it again.
Okay, and remember, if you miss, there's a 50% chance you hit somebody else.
Oh shit!
Yeah, if you shoot an arrow into combat, I mean, you can do it, but just don't miss.
Is it worth the? Is it worth it, or
No pressure.
is it worth it? Or should I go and try and sneak attack you with my? I probably can't.
Say sneak attack.
Yeah, you
Hey.
can't see.
I can't sneak attack anymore.
I mean, it has eyes everywhere.
Oh yeah. You're right.
You can sneak it up on this thing.
Okay. Screw it. She's got a short sword. She's just gonna run up there and she's gonna try. What the hell?
All right.
All
Well, I mean,
D6 plus 1. Or I'm sorry, D6 plus 1. Plus 1 to her attack. She runs up, swings, and goes cling off the floor.
yeah, this thing is really a blob. So like it's moving around so rapidly that you just can't find a solid part to swing into. And it's making that sound. It's talking, and everybody can make that DC 10 will save again.
Okay. All right. Torsten fails.
Okay, we all have to do it again.
Thyra makes it.
Okay.
Okay, so you
D10.
God damn it! Oh my god.
Stop using that thing.
Oh wait, hold on. Okay, so Gray did not make it, but Kira did. Because we have to
Okay,
get
so-
10, right?
Yes.
You want to get 10 or better? Yep, I'll go.
10 or better. You don't even have to beat it 10. You just got to tie it.
Okay, well, Graham did not make it, but Kira did.
Okay.
Okay, so if you failed, so Graham, roll a d8 to see what you do.
Honey?
Oh, roll a D8.
Yep.
I got a 7.
7. Attack the nearest living creature for 1 round. Okay, so you're kind of confused and out of control, so you're going to randomly attack. You're basically near everybody, including the creature itself. So roll a d5.
Yeah.
A 1 will be the creature, and then I'll just go, rush your characters.
Yay!
I got a 4.
She got a 4.
Okay, so that's actually your other PC. So Graham's going to attack. I'm sorry, he's going to attack Carowin.
What are you doing?
Aren't you so glad I brought you along this trip?
So yeah, Graham, go ahead and attack Carowin and figure that out.
Okay.
So is it still at disadvantage, like with the D16?
No, you're not blinded anymore.
Ah, shit. And do I use my D die too?
No, you can just make it. Yes, you do have to roll it, but you don't have to do a mighty deed.
Oh, okay.
Well, I guess you'll do your standard mighty deed, which was a trip. Yeah.
Okay, so I do have to use it?
Now you're going to roll high.
Of course.
I got an 8 on my D20 and I got a 4 on my D die.
So that's 8, 9, 10, 11,
That's
12.
12.
Plus, what's your bonus?
Oh, plus 1.
You only have a plus 1? Let me see.
Yeah. For the axe,
D6
D4 plus 1.
Oh, well, your armor class is like 16, so that's not going to be enough.
Yeah, so you don't hit.
You don't
Oh,
have
okay. Whew.
Okay, so Rush, go ahead. Your one character that failed. Roll a d8.
I did. I rolled a 2.
2. Stand stunned for 1 round, so you'll do nothing for 1 round. Who was that?
That was Torsten.
All right, so you're gonna do nothing this round. I mean, you're stunned, so actually it's gonna get a better. All right, so it also spits on the ground again, and light flashes up everywhere, so everybody can make a D12 reflex.
Both of mine are good again.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I got it. So let's. Oh, yay! Both of them made it.
Yay!
You always wanted to. Okay, now it's going to make its attacks. So,
God.
it's actually going to. All right. The first thing it's going to do is so, Thorsten, you are helpless. Basically, you're stunned. So I'm going to do +1 die. So it's going to roll a d24 when it attacks you, and +4 because that's its bonus. Okay, that misses though with a 2. 2 plus 1. And then second attack. Oh, misses again. It's going to now turn. Well, it's not turning, but it's also going to try to attack Kieran. Oh no, it doesn't need a d24 for that. That's just 20. That's going to miss with 11. And second one, okay, that one is an 18 plus 4 is 22. So I think even with the bonus that you have from the defense, that you don't have 22 armor class, I don't think, right?
No.
Okay,
No,
so
I don't. My armor class is 16. And it's got a little asterisk next to it, but I don't really understand what that means.
probably because you have a shield, with or without the shield.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Now, you now have 3 mouths on you, which is important, but we'll deal with that.
Correct.
Let me just do Graham's first. 7, so he does better than 11 armor class, right? He's wearing armor, I'm assuming.
Yes, he's got 16.
Okay, oh my god, he critted.
You meant it.
Okay, so you got 3 mouths on you. Oh my god.
You're muted.
Right.
You're muted.
On Kiro or Gray?
Okay, so there's 3 on both of them. So each one of them took 1 more point of damage. But the Gray now got critted upon. So I have to roll the crit table for you to see what other exciting thing happened.
Okay.
Oh, again, that's the exact same thing. I rolled another 1. This is like a really bad D10, I guess, or a good one. Anyway, look at it. So you're going to take an additional D6 damage as this 5 points as this creature bites into you very firmly. Okay, so as we come into the end of the round, anybody who's been bitten 3 times, which I think both of your characters have, Michelle,
Yeah.
you have to roll 2d6. So for each of them. So we'll do the first one first,
Okay, 2d6. Oh, I need another d6. I don't have one.
and just add them together.
You just want to borrow one of mine?
No, I've got plenty over here. I just need to get them out of the little container. Okay, so I rolled 2d6.
Add them together.
So that's 10.
Okay, no problem. And then for your other character?
I got 7 total.
Okay, no problem. You're good. You're able to maintain your erect status. It's trying to pull you down, basically.
Oh, okay.
Okay, back around to the next round. Thera.
All right. Thyra's going to shoot again. And this time she rolled a 15 with a +1, so I think she's going to hit it this time.
Nope.
16 does not do it, huh?
You cut into its bulbous body, but it just kind of like, it just goes through it like jello. Doesn't seem to affect it.
There's always room for Jello.
Well, nobody likes licorice jello.
It's full of like, this is basically jello with a bunch of dentures in it.
Yes.
Okay, so we're back around to the creature. So go ahead and everybody make the DC 10 will save to not be confused.
I mean, didn't the creature just go?
Yeah, Kira hasn't even gone yet.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry, because Graham went already because he attacked her, so I skipped her as well. I'm sorry. Kira.
Okay.
I only skipped one person because I put you back on Thyra as well, too. Sorry about that. Kira got skipped because you got attacked.
Yeah.
Go ahead and...
Okay, so Kirwin is going to, because her shield and her weapon are charged with paralysis. So remember that. She's going to attempt to hit the creature to get the mouths off of her.
do it.
Yes.
Okay. Where'd my D20 go?
I don't know.
Oh, here it is. Okay. So what is her She's got a mace.
Yep.
So it just says +3. I'm assuming that's +3 attack.
D20 +3. Yep.
Okay, so that means I got 16.
Okay. You swing at this thing, but it just as you do, the blubber moves out of the way and avoids the blow.
Ah, shit.
Okay. And then Thyra went because we're back at the top. Now it's the creature's turn again. So everybody make a DC 10 will save.
Well, I'm really good on these will saves. That's the only time I'm good.
Okay, so it's... And Kiro fails.
Oh no. Okay.
And Graham also fails.
Oh god. Okay. All right. So,
I don't want to use this damn die anymore.
both your characters made it. Rush.
Yeah, I got an 11 and an 18.
Okay, so everybody who's got mouths on them takes that much damage. It's on the creature's turn, so takes that much damage. So Torsten, you're gonna take 2 points.
Okay.
Kira, when you take 3 points.
No, does he have mouths on him?
I have 2.
Yeah.
Because I have 3 on both Kira. Oh.
I got attacked first.
It has a lot of mouths,
Oh, okay, never mind.
if you can imagine. A lot of mouths. So you're gonna sorry, Torsten, you're taking 2 points. Kira 3 points. Graham 3 points.
Okay.
And then let's do the will saves. So you did those. So roll a d8 for Kira to see what happens to her this round.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Ooh, I'm gonna have to heal Graham because he's down 7 points.
Do what you gotta do.
Yep. Okay, so now I gotta do my reflex saves.
Nope, you got to roll a d8 to see what happened because you failed those saves.
Oh, oops.
Yep, I haven't got there yet. This creature does a lot of shit.
Good grief. Okay, so I got a 2 on
Okay.
Kiro.
Okay, Kira. Gotcha.
So 2 stand stunned, so you can't do anything this round. You're stunned. And Graham,
Son of a bitch. And I got a 6.
6 attack the nearest creature for 1 round. Okay, so you can roll a d5 to see. Actually, I don't know. It should be a d4 actually, right? Because there's only 4 characters.
Yeah, because
You're not gonna-
Thyra is shooting arrows. She's not actually in attackable range.
Okay, so I'm rolling a d4.
What? I thought you were using a short sword.
No,
Yeah.
you're right. You're right, because we decided it wasn't good. You're right. Never
No.
mind. So it is a
No,
D4.
but there's still only 4 because you're not going to attack yourself. There's 5 things here. One of them is her.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
So roll a d4.
I got a 1.
Okay, so 1 is the creature. So you're actually going to make your roll to attack the creature.
Which is what I wanted to do in the first place.
So go ahead. Exactly.
Defensive action.
Huh?
Just go ahead and do that.
Defensive action. For your D die, defensive action.
You're not going to be able to change it because remember last time I didn't have the D take place. I just said you roll it for the damage.
Yeah.
Continuing with the same logic.
Yeah, we're just rolling for damage.
Oh, okay.
Not for damage. You're going to roll an attack against the creature first.
Okay, but I still use my D die.
That's correct. We're just only going to use it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got a 6.
Okay.
Doctor Who
You follow the
tolerates.
creature and miss. Okay, the then spits on the ground and a bright light flashes. So everybody can make it the DC 12 reflex to see if you're blinded.
Thyra is, Torsten is not.
Graham is.
Well, both of your
And-
characters are kind of gone, so this point is not matter.
And Kiro is not, but she's stunned anyway.
He's stunned. He gets blinded after he tried to attack the creature, so actually he already took his turn. So Thorsten, oh no, the creature still gets another attack. I think I'm being nice to you.
Yeah.
Because I'm only letting it have 6 attacks total, even though I think each round it can continue to attack with more teeth, but that was
Yikes.
probably since you've been doing so bad, I'm gonna say it only actually has 1 more actual attack because it's got 5 of its mouths on you guys. So it's trying to attack Thorsten. It misses. Okay, you already took the damage, right, from the bites that are already there.
Yes.
So then it goes to Thorsten. It's your turn. You have 2 more. Oh, no, sorry. Actually, I'll just do it on your turn. Roll. You only have 2 miles on you, so you're good. Go ahead.
Yes.
And make an attack.
Alright, so I got a 15 plus my D die, which was a 3. That's 18, 19, 20 total.
That hits.
Alright, so my D die was a 3. D8 plus 5. Okay. 4 plus 5 for a 9.
Oh wow. Okay. Nice. You took a big chunk out of this thing.
Nice.
Still.
Only I can
And then-
Graham to hit it.
Kira is stunned. Graham already attacked. So we're back up at the top.
Alright,
Thyra,
Tyra.
who's blinded.
Who's blind? Yes.
Yeah, minus 1
Attack
die.
at any- I'm sorry, minus what?
Minus 1 die. So roll the d16 instead of a d20.
Okay, I think this is my D16 here. So D16. Oops. Plus 1. Nah, nope.
Okay. Oh man. I know it seems fast when it's the creature's turn again. Could you all get blinded and then stunned? Okay. This is systematic here. Everybody make a DC 10 will save to see if you're confused.
And again, I make it.
Nice.
It's like the only time I can roll good is on this save.
Good enough.
Okay, Graham made it. Kira did not.
Okay, so Kira failed. So go ahead and roll a d8 to see what happens.
You poor thing.
Okay.
I'm glad we brought a cleric.
I got a 6. I know, she's doing shit.
I can't see. Still.
Well,
What'd you get? I know I'm just muted.
I got a 6.
Oh, 6. No, 6 attacks nearest living creature. So roll
Oh,
a d4
God.
to you attack.
It's okay. Thank God you don't have your hands charged for paralyzer. Oh, wait. Oh, this is so going to be...
I got a 10.
No.
No. So do that. Well, do this before you. Well, whatever. That would probably it would likely miss. I'm guessing maybe not that.
Oh.
Roll a d4. I'm just gonna. And when we do this from now on, I'm just gonna have your character be replaced by the creature. That's the easiest way to do it. If that makes sense. So roll a d4 to see what it attacks.
I got a 1.
A 1. So that's actually Thorsten. And does 13 hit you? Because you roll a 10, right? Which is plus
It
3.
does not.
Yeah, plus 3, so it'd be a 13.
All right. So you're missed.
Okay.
Okay. It spits on the ground. And everybody has to make a DC 12 reflex save to not be blinded.
Torsten, yes.
Okay.
Did 12 reflex? Oh, shit. I'm pretty sure she's going to make this.
Hold on a second.
Yes, because I get plus 2. Interesting.
Hello?
Both my characters made it.
Okay. How about Michelle?
Kira made it. Graham did not.
Okay.
Okay. Graham did not. Okay, so he's blinded. Okay, now Torsten, take 2 points of damage automatically from the mud bites that are on you.
Alright.
Kierwin, take 3 points from the teeth that are on you. And Graham, take 3 points from the teeth that are on you. Okay? Everybody's got their damage?
Graham took how many?
3.
3.
3. Shit. He's never
Okay. And then, I forgot to do this last time. So then it gets one more attack. It's gonna try to attack Thorsten. With 18. Does that hit you?
Do I still have the... I don't have the bonus from the...
No, it's a new round.
Nope. Then yes, it hits me. Otherwise, I would have been okay.
Oh man. Okay, so you now have 3 miles on you, so you take 1 more point of damage, because that's what I already told you. And now, roll 2d6, add them together for Thorsten.
3 and 9 total.
Okay, that's good. Roll 3d6, 2d6 rather, I'm sorry, add them together for Kierwin.
Okay, I'm gonna be doing hers for a minute. She's got to go run pick up Caitlin, which shouldn't take more than about 5-10 minutes.
Okay.
So 1 and 6 for 7.
Okay, that's good. And Graham.
3 and 2 for 5.
Okay, that's good.
I know
Okay.
it's creeping down there.
You don't want low on this one, that's for sure.
No.
Okay, so do you want to take a 5-minute break while she's doing that, or do you want to just attack for her characters? Do you have her sheets?
Yeah, I've got her sheets. I think we can.
Okay. All right, so let's do Torsten first because it's his turn. What do you want to do?
Same thing. Just make the attack using defensive. So he is going to use a D5 for his. There we go. +2. So that's 10 and 4 plus 2 more, 16 total. Shit.
Not enough. Okay, Carolyn, who is still charged. You have 2 more rounds of charge for your paralysis.
So Kirwin, unfortunately, is going to have to try and cast Lay on Hands, or whatever it's called. Is it Lay on Hands?
Yeah, you should be able to do that because I think because it says you have to attack the creature, so it doesn't mean you're going to paralyze me.
Yeah, it's
It'd be very mean.
yes.
So it's a spell check basically.
It's going to be for Graham.
Okay, so it's basically a spell check.
All right, so
It's a spell check.
20 plus 5.
Oh wow! Oh, 20 d20.
That's right. That's how you do it, right?
Yeah. I thought you meant you roll a 20. I was like, oh shit.
No. 20 plus 5. So I rolled a 15 though, so I got a 20.
That is good. Okay, and what are their alignments?
Alignments are both lawful, so it should be. It says 4 dice.
Okay, but you can only heal a maximum dice equal to the cleric's level, I believe. So
3 dice.
Yeah.
All right. So is that the 6s?
No, they're the dice that are his dice.
So he's a
No, yeah. It cannot. No, I'm sorry. It cannot exceed his. So what level is he?
He's level 2.
Okay, so he can roll 2 dice.
Okay.
So 2d10 basically for a dwarf.
2d10. All right. And so he gets. Well, he'll be as 18.
Nice.
19, 20, 21, 22. Well, it still doesn't put him back to full, but it puts him back pretty close.
Nice.
All right. Graham is still in the fight.
Yeah, he's blinded, so he's going to be a d16 for his regular attack and a d12 for the shield if you want to do that.
Okay, so it'll be D16 plus his D die, which is a
d4.
Is it D4? Yeah,
Yeah.
D4 plus 1. Shit. Wrong dice. Where's the D4? Okay. 15. I got a 15 on the plus 2 for 17 plus 1 for an 18.
That does not hit.
An 18 does not hit it?
That's correct.
I thought, come on.
You plunge your axe or whatever, you get deep into this thing, and it's like jello. It doesn't seem to do anything.
Dude, I thought 17 was the magic number.
Nope.
Okay.
3 is the magic number.
Yeah.
Go to school, that's correct. All right, so, you can shield bash, though.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I don't think it's even possible to hit him with a shield bash, to be honest
It's
with
not. Not if he's got to have 18.
you. Yeah, he needs 20, he's 19, actually. The AC is 19.
Fuck. Yeah, he definitely can't do it.
Yeah, this is a hard thing to hit.
Yep.
All right, let's go rolling back up to the top. It's now Thyra's turn.
Thyra, going with the short sword again. She misses.
Okay. Okay, make DC 10 will saves for everybody.
All right. So we'll start with my characters. So Thorsten, good.
Okay.
Thyra, not good. Kiro, good.
Good.
Graham, natural 20.
Nice. All right,
So-
so only
Thyra.
Thyra failed. Okay, so roll me a D8.
Excuse me. Where's my damn D? Okay. She rolls a 3.
3. Stand stunned. Okay, so she's going to be stunned next round.
Okay.
Okay, so it's now that's still the creature's turn. It's so everybody makes now the DC 12 reflex.
Okay. So Torsten fails.
Blinded.
Thyra makes it.
Not
Kira
blinded.
makes it. Graham. Everybody made it except for what did I say? Torsten. Yep.
Okay, so you're blinded. Okay, so that's all that. It's going to now. Oh no, it doesn't have any more attacks. So now, basically, Torsten, Kira, and Graham all take 3 points of damage from the 3 miles that are on you.
Torsten is at.
Okay, and then once you've done that, all 3 of them have to do the 2d6 thing.
All right. We will start with Torsten. Shit. Find my other d6 here so I don't have to keep double rolling. There we go. All right, here we go. Torsten. 7.
Okay.
Kiro. 8.
Good.
And Graham. 5.
Okay, good. You got to roll pretty bad for it to be bad, but once it's bad, it's bad.
It's gonna happen.
Okay, who has the best luck?
The best luck is probably going to be. Let's see, Graham's got a 7, Kiro's got an 8, Torsten's got a 5, and Thyra's got an 11.
Okay, so the best luck, try to make a luck check, so roll under that luck on a d20.
Okay. I rolled a natural 1.
Nice.
Not even kidding.
That's actually good. So 1's good. All right, so actually because of that, I'll give you a bonus. All right, good. All right, all that being said, now it's Torsten's turn, but you are stunned, right?
Yes.
No, blinded.
Blinded.
Yeah, Tyrus. So you're d16 for your attack.
I can actually still hit it.
Mm-hmm.
And 5 plus 2. Here we go. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 plus 2.
Nice.
Yeah, I actually rolled a 16 on the D16 and a 5 on the D5. So
Nice.
I maxed out both dice. So, yeah. All right, so he hits it. So his armor class, Graham's armor class, and Kira's armor class all goes up by 1. And he does a D8 plus 7. So, and I roll 6. So that's 13.
13 points of damage?
Yeah, it's my D die and the bonus, right, for damage? Yep. So I rolled a 6 plus 5 plus 2.
Actually, you rolled a 16?
Yes.
So I believe that you still crit when rolling. Oh no! Only when rolling a die greater than a d20. Okay.
Okay.
So no, you don't. You can't. You can only crit on a die greater. I think halflings can do it on a 16 with certain situations, but anyways, it's not a crit. You stab into it deeply into the gook. Instead of swinging at it like most of the chunks people have taken off, you like stab into it, and it actually the mall's actually let up for like a half a second. Doesn't actually let go of you, but you feel like you've definitely done some damage to this thing. And it continues to make noises, but now they're a little bit more faint. It is now Kira's turn.
Kira.
And this is the last range of you. This is the last round of you being able to paralyze. This is the time to do it.
Yeah, the problem is Torsten's at 6 health, but fucking hey, let's just go for it.
What did you do?
She's gonna try to go for it. All right, so Kiro has her mace plus 3, so it's a D20 plus 3.
Mm-hmm.
So she's got to roll a 16 or better.
That's right. Come on, baby.
And she rolls an 18.
Nice.
Boom.
Okay. Do some damage.
Damage mace D6 plus 1. Where that? Where is it? Dude, where the hell did my die?
D8, you just rolled.
No, it's D6. It's D6 for me. Yeah, I just misplaced it there. 2 points of damage.
Nice. So plus 3, right? Or no? What's the is there a damage bonus? Is it plus 3?
It was D6 plus 1 is the damage.
Okay. So 3 points.
Yeah.
Okay. Smash into it with the mace. It doesn't seem to do nearly what that sword did. The magical power shoots through its body as it makes its will save. They rolled a 1.
No.
This thing, the mouths let loose, and the form seems to become slack around you. As the creature is paralyzed for, I'll check how long. 17 was the roll. Paralyzed creatures unable to move or take any physical damage for 1d6 plus caster level rounds.
3.
So she's second level, right?
Yeah.
Let's roll d6.
Do I roll it or do you roll it?
You actually, yeah, I'll roll it that way. You don't know. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it slacks up, and it is now Graham's turn.
So Graham's just gonna. Now when these mouths let him go, he's invigorated. He's gonna stride forward and try to attack this thing with his battle axe.
So because it is paralyzed, I think you're up 1 die. Let me just check. You're either up 1 die or you are. Oh, you're plus 2. I gotta get used to that. Help us paralyzed, sleeping, bound, up 1 die. So you roll 1 die more.
Right.
So d24.
D24 plus 4 plus 1. For a 10 total.
All right, yeah, you chop into it. You hit a part maybe that's not very susceptible to damage. Nice.
Awesome.
Okay. Do you want to shield bash it? I guess you might as well.
Yeah, if I get a up die, I can do it. So that would give you
Now you're D16, yeah.
Okay. Up die. D16 plus the D die, right?
Yep. Plus D die, so you should be able to do it. You can get a.
No, I got a 12.
Okay. Yeah, your shield just bounces off its blubbery jello-like structure, and it's back to the thief, who's actually stunned this round. This is the round that she's stunned.
Okay.
Back down to the creature's turn, which we can't do anything because it's paralyzed.
All right.
And down to Torsten.
All right. He's going at it again.
Let's kill this thing. Up 1 die, remember.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Sweet. So, yeah, he rolled a 21 plus 3,
Nice.
24, 25, 26 total.
Some damage.
Action. So it'll be D8 plus 5. So I only rolled a 3, but it's plus 5 for an 8 total.
So you stab into this creature and you feel something solid in the center. You pierce, and all of the eyes kind of look vacant, and it was paralyzed before, but you can see that the life drifts out of the eyes of the creature as you stand there in its wake, its crusty, gross wake.
So did it die?
Yeah. Still.
Sweet.
Killed it.
All right. In that case, she's if I have the ability, Kiro on her turn will try to cast the lay on hands again on Thorsten because he's hurting bad.
Okay, so let's do this because I'm a nice person.
Okay.
They literally rolled on the beginning of this round that the wandering creature was going to come. So, but I will let you make a luck check to see if you can pull that off before they get there.
All right. So that'll be
Make a luck check.
with
I
Kirsten.
guess Thorsten's luck check, yeah.
Torsten's
Because
luck check.
Whoever's being healed.
That's horrible. All right. Well, we're going to be fighting this creature because his luck's only 5.
Well, go for it. You never know.
Dude, I rolled a 3.
Nice. All right. Get one more.
So
You never know, right? Make a heal check.
Even with the -2 modifier, if that counts, I'd still be at 5.
Nope. Just the modifier for that.
Fuck yeah. Alright, D20 plus 5.
Let's do it.
Oh shit. 6 plus 5 is 11. Ooh, that's going to be a miscast.
Yeah, miscast. Yeah, she can burn luck depending on how close you are.
Yeah, I'm only off by 1. It's what it says 12.
Yeah, so you just need 12 to make it, right?
Yeah, so I'll burn 1.
Okay.
Because, I mean, she'll lose that spell if I don't, right?
No, she doesn't lose the spell. Not a cleric doesn't. You just get 1. Your disapproval goes from rolling a natural 1 to rolling a 1 or a 2.
Alright, I'll just burn the lucky way to get the 2 dice. So for him, it's 2d10.
He's a warrior. It's 2d12, right? His name's warrior.
He is a warrior. Okay. I thought dwarves got the same thing. Alright, here we go. That's going to be a 9 and a 4. So 13 total.
Oh, nice.
Well, he's still way down. Where's he at here? 13 plus 6. 9. Well, that's not too bad. Puts him back at 19 out of 21.
Oh, that's
Yeah, that's pretty better than I thought.
Yeah. Okay, so make a just whoever. I'll say randomly. Let me foresee who. Number 4. So Graham, make a DC 15 will save to see if you guys are surprised by these baddies.
DC 15?
Yep.
I think we're going to be surprised. Hold on. What's his will save? Yeah, he gets a -1, so he went from 12 to 11.
Okay. So up from around the side, the opposite side, so you're looking at this creature. Like some of you are being healed and doing the healing. The other 2 are probably looking at this creature going, "What the?" And then as you do, you hear some voice shout out, "Remove yourself from the vision of the god. No, be food for the gods." As they turn and you see 6 men, very, very huge, deformed men, standing about 30-ish or so feet away from you. And they look at you and they as a group, come down on you with their magics. So, let's see, there's 5 of these guys. So each one's going to go after 1 of you, and then I'll figure out the extra one. So they're going to use their magic. So they can cast a powerful spell. 1d6 plus 1 damage. Okay, so basically, I'm going to just keep life simple. I'm just going to go like this. All right, so basically, everybody make a DC 11 will save.
Okay.
And if you succeed, you'll take just 1 point of damage, and if you fail, you'll take 3 points.
Right.
As these guys shoot this terrible gas out of their fingers.
Right. So Torsten takes 1. Thyra takes 3. That's the first damage he's taken. Kiro is good. Graham is good. So they each take 1.
It's pretty minor.
Yeah.
Okay, then who has the lowest luck and the second lowest luck?
The lowest luck is going to be Torsten.
Okay, so second lowest?
Second lowest is going to be probably Graham. Kiro is 8. Graham is 7. So yeah.
Okay, so Graham, make another DC 11 will for him. As the oddball out guy attacked him.
He made it.
Okay, and then the one who has the worst luck is being targeted by the bigger guy, and he's similar to the one you killed very easily before, wearing very, very expensive robes, but many of them tucked in strange, bizarre ways around his body.
Okay.
He actually takes what looks to be like it's clearly a rotten apple, and he throws it at you. And 15, that misses you, right?
Yes.
Okay, it flies past you.
Sweet.
And now we'll go into initiative. So Let's get initiative for all the characters.
So Torsten will get +4. So he got a 19. Dyra, her +1 gets a 21.
Wow.
Kiro gets, actually did really well on that one. Kiro gets a 8. Graham gets a 10.
Okay, these guys are kind of slow after they make their initial attack. I mean, they're a little sluggish. They're going. So basically, Dyra goes first. They're about 30, 40 feet away. There's 6 of them total.
Dyra is immediately going to try to hide in the shadows.
Okay, I mean,
how well is this room really well lit, or is it too lit?
I mean, it's not so well lit, but if you wanted to, so basically they're coming from where those 2 pointy gold things are area.
Right.
You're basically standing between the bloody thing and the other gold thing in the back. If she wanted to sneak around to like backstab them, she'd have to run around the area, unless she wants to run through the worm.
No.
Yeah, she'd have to run around the area that you're looking at. I mean, you can do it, but it's going to take you probably 4 to 5 rounds to get over there.
No, she's just going to load the crossbow and shoot.
Okay. Any particular...
So you said there's one big fat guy and then a
Yep.
bunch
they're all basically fat, but the one guy is more like he's in fancier robes, basically.
She wants to try and pick off one of the others.
Okay.
See if she can bring him down with one shot.
Nice.
So she will roll. She will get a 17 plus 1.
That is.
And a D6 plus. Is there just a D6? Okay. That'll be 4 points of damage.
That's enough. 1 drops.
Sweet.
Okay. And then it is Thorsten's turn.
Thorsten, you said they're 30 feet away?
About 30 feet away.
So he will pull his sword and move right after the. Well, his sword's probably already pulled. He's going to move right for the big guy and try to lay into him. Whoa, shit. I just dropped. Rolled under the desk. Hold on. All right, there we go. Okay. Wow, he's gonna miss. That's a 3 and a 1.
Yeah,
That's not gonna hit.
Yeah, he's like the Kingpin. He's a big guy, but he's very agile, so he steps out of the way.
All right.
Or maybe he just is clumsy and moved the opposite direction as you. Luckily, it's really hard to say. But in any case, it is now Graham's turn.
Graham is also going to run toward the big guy and attempt to strike him down. Hopefully rolling better. Let's see if Graham can actually hit something this time. And I'm thinking he did, because he rolled a 14 plus a 1 and it's a 15.
That does not hit.
Hold on, let me make sure that's all of his bonuses.
Oh, did you roll the detail?
I did roll the D, but let's see if he's got an extra bonus. That's Kiro plus 3.
It would only be dead strike.
He only gets a plus 1. So it's, what did I say? Yeah, 15. So with the plus 1, it's 16.
Okay, no, that doesn't hit.
All right. Damn it, Graham.
He blocks it with his big belly. And then it's Kierwin's turn.
Kierwin is going to cast. All right. See, if she were to cast Holy Sanctuary, it says range self or more. Is that depending on the roll?
Probably, yeah. Look at it, I'm guessing that's why, yeah.
Because even on a 12, it says enemies find it difficult to focus attack. Okay. Other targets compelled to focus your attacks on against. Enemies are compelled to focus their attacks against other targets. I don't know if that'd be the best one. Okay, you're back.
Yes, I'm so sorry.
No, you're fine.
Also, I think you're getting a lot of noise in your mic again. Rush, don't mind moving.
Yeah, you know what it is? It's the fan behind me, and I'm going to take care of that here in 2 seconds. Can you try to fan off?
Let me just quickly check this. Yeah, see, no, if you start to roll high, if you roll a 24 or better, it protects more than one person.
Okay, so that's not very good. All right, my suggestion then for Kuro, since you're down to 12, it's your turn. All right, so here's what happened. A quick recap: we killed the thing.
Okay.
You did paralyze it finally. On the last round, you paralyzed it, and we stabbed the shit out of it. Just as the wandering group of 6 walked into the room. So Tyra's already killed one of them with one shot from her bow. Graham and Torsten both missed, like the leader guy. We both rolled terribly. Well, Graham didn't roll terribly. I think he barely missed. Torsten missed horribly. It's Kiro's turn. You're down to 12 hit points. So
Ray.
I've already healed him.
Oh, okay.
He's back up again. He's up to like 20 something now.
Wait, he doesn't even have that much.
Yes, he does.
No, he doesn't. He's only got 17.
Oh, are you sure? What do I have written down
That's
for
what it
him?
says.
Okay, what do I have written down for him?
You have 18. It
Oh.
was 22.
Okay,
And then
yeah. How did you have 22? That's how I.
you wrote that. I didn't write that.
All right, so that was my. So he'll be at maximum hit points then. More than likely, what I was doing was I was looking at Torsten's sheet by mistake because I was trying to keep track of 4 characters. So I apologize. He'll be at full health though.
Yay!
So you could try to do Lotus Stare maybe
Oh,
against
I
the
got
big
it.
guy.
I got it. I'm gonna do the stinging stone.
I mean, you could try that.
Cameron?
She's gonna
I'm gonna
cast.
do stinging stone.
Oh, nice.
She pulls a pebble and throws it at him.
We got to cast it first.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, where's my casting?
D20 plus 5.
Okay. Yeah, D20 plus 5. Yeah, I don't want to use that D20 anymore. It's not doing well for me. And neither is this one. Okay, so I got an 8 plus 5.
All
So
right.
13.
That's,
Okay. So
that means it goes
that's
off.
Failure.
No, it is failure.
Yeah, second level spell.
Oh.
So your disapproval goes from 1 to 2. Well, actually, if you want to burn 1 point of luck, you can get 14 and it'll work. That's up to you.
I had to burn 1 point of luck already
You know what? Why not? Oh, wait. You burned one of mine?
to make the heal go off because I missed it by 1.
Oh. You know what? Why not?
It's only a 1 shot. Burn it
Yeah,
off.
exactly. So might as
Okay,
well do
yeah,
it.
so 14. So you can turn a single object up to a sling stone into poisonous spider.
Mm-hmm.
So you still have to attack with it, but that's what you did this round.
Okay.
Cool. So you have one of those.
Yay!
Nice. It is now the weaker of the bad guys' chance. They're gonna also they're still gonna use their magic. There's 4 of them. So left, so they're each one gonna cast against one of you. So everybody make a DC 11 will save against their magic. Oof. If you fail, you take 7 points. If you succeed, you take 3.
Ouch.
Ouch.
Okay.
Well, I succeeded twice, but that hurt
Okay.
us.
And it's a D
The D20
D.
plus anything you have for
Right.
Hold on.
What do I have to beat again?
11.
I have to beat an 11. Okay. Okay, so Kira got 13.
Good.
And Graham got a 3.
So he's going to take 7 points, and she'll take 3 points.
Okay.
Cool. Now it's the big guy's turn. He pulls out. He's really close to you, so he pulls out from the side. He has a quiver, but he's much too close to use a bow, so he just takes the arrow and tries to jam it into Thyra. She's only wearing leather armor, right?
Yeah, this is going to be bad.
He's going after the least armored person because he's not stupid. That's too bad. I mean, it's not too bad, but too bad he didn't go after a more armored person because he rolled really high. 20 total.
Yeah.
And Carolyn would immediately recognize that he also had cast Stinging Stone before he came into combat. And he scored the level that it turns an arrow into an asp. So,
I don't think it's going to matter.
Let's see. Cleric and... where is it? Where's the asp one? Am I looking at the wrong thing? Sting Stone. Cleric and... Where's this? What is? I rolled this right before we started. Oh, here we go. 10 arrows. Okay. All right, so if you turn an asp... Oh, I'm reading the wrong part. Cleric can turn an arrow to asp. On the ground, it immediately... that it hits, it immediately bites you. With one bite immediately on the round of attack, and one additional bite each round until it spells. The first bite automatically hits, causing 2+ poison, so 2 points of damage.
Okay.
Plus, you have to make a poison save, which is, I think, a fortitude save, I'm guessing.
Yeah, that sounds right.
It's from an asp, which is, oh my god, it's a DC 20 fortitude save.
Wow, I got a 19.
Oh, nice. So you didn't make it then, unless you got a bonus.
But I almost made it.
Damage on a failed save, D6 agility. So your agility drops down by 4.
Okay.
Yeah. So you don't die or anything. But it's going to circle around your feet and continue to try to attack you, obviously. But we're back up to the top, which is her turn, actually. Thyra.
So Thyra is going to, I don't know if she can try and dance away from this thing.
It's going to follow you, unless you want to kill it.
Yeah, she's going to try and kill it. Because if it sneezes at her, she's dead.
Yeah. Okay. So the asp is hard to hit. So his AC is actually 14, but probably easy to kill if you hit it.
All right. Short sword, melee +1.
Asp won't matter.
Well, I rolled an 18, so I hit it.
Nice. Cool. Let me set my points. Does. Okay. Do some damage.
2.
That's enough at 2 hit points.
Really?
Yeah, I rolled a 2 on the hit points. I was like, oh man.
I'm sitting there going, oh, it's still going to be alive.
Yeah, you cut the snake in half. Well done. Okay, Torsten. You got 4 of these acolytes and 1 priest.
So Torsten sees Thyra gets stabbed with this arrow, and Thyra is now bleeding much the way Torsten was prior to the end of the last time they were here, and he goes into this rage, and he immediately just comes after the priest.
Okay.
His hot bellows out. He's going to try to blind the priest.
Nice.
With his
Go for it.
die. And I got a 15 +5 +2, so 15 +7. My D die is maxed out. Damage.
Definitely gonna blind him, but let's
So that's 6 + 5 is 11, 12, 13 points of damage.
All right. You blind him by completely chopping the top of his head off.
Yes.
You scalp him, and he stands for a couple seconds, and then collapses, and his brain rolls out neatly on the floor.
Nice. I look at the others and just go, ah.
Okay, it's Graham's turn. You're facing 4 acolytes. They do not seem to motivated to fight anymore after that display of holy shit combat.
Viking bravado.
What do you want to do?
Okay, so you said they don't seem to have any will to fight anymore.
I mean, they're definitely backing off. It's not their turn, so they can't do anything. But they definitely don't seem as enthusiastic.
You haven't killed anything yet, Graham.
Wow.
All right. So he's gonna.
I'm
He's
gonna
gonna
need you to up your
charge.
game a little bit.
He's gonna charge and go ah! Because I'm terrible at dwarven battle
Yes.
cries.
But not to be outdone.
Yeah. All right. So let's see if I can hit one of them. I got an 8.
Total? Even with the D10?
Yes.
Okay, you do not hit him. How about your shield bash? D14
Oh.
plus.
A D14. Where's my D14? Oh, here we go. Oh, I got a 13 total.
That hits.
Oh, yay.
Do some damage. It's a D3, I think, for the shield. Am I mistaken? D3
I
plus your.
don't know.
It'll be under your dwarf abilities over there. Far right hand side in the middle.
Far right hand side in the middle. It just says D14 action die. That's all it says.
Oh, okay.
D3 damage.
D3 damage.
Yep, plus your strength bonus, plus your D die.
Was it D3? Oh, is it this thing?
It's the one with the Roman numerals on it.
Okay. I got a 1.
Plus
Okay.
your strength.
Plus my
bonus.
strength is 1.
So that's
What was your D die?
Oh, I use my D die too?
Yep, you got to roll a fresh D die
Oh,
for
okay.
that.
2.
2, so 4 points total. All right,
yes.
you push him backwards. Actually, your default action is to trip, but actually you didn't get the deed, so he doesn't trip. He doesn't die. He falls back a little bit. Not quite dead.
Okay.
Now we're up to Kieran.
Okay.
Please heal me.
Okay, she's gonna go over and she's gonna touch who?
Thyra.
Thyra.
Who
Okay,
has
she's gonna
one
heal
hit point
Thyra.
left. D20 plus 5.
D20 plus 5. So I got a 16.
Okay, so you look at your little chart right there where it says lay on hands.
Here?
Right there where it says lay on hands. Right hand side in the middle. There you go.
Oh, right here?
No, babe. I just
You have to point it out to me. There's a lot of shit on this thing.
right there.
Oh, it's lay on hands. Okay,
Yes.
never mind.
Conveniently labeled lay on hands.
Oh, shut up.
All right, so you got a 16, but I'm neutral.
So you're adjacent.
Okay.
You're adjacent.
Adjacent. And, okay, so, but it says for 14, it says 2 dice. 20
Okay.
is 3 dice.
Okay, so 2 dice, as long as you're at least second level.
What kind of dice?
It's better to just the person roll it. I found because they roll their own hit dice.
Yeah, and so for a
Yeah.
thief, it's D6s, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
So 2 dice. So that's 2 plus 5 for 7.
Nice,
Which puts me at 8, which is almost full.
nice.
She
It's
suddenly
awesome.
feels much better.
Hold on, and then the priest is dead. No, actually, it's the acolyte's turn. The priest is dead. All right, they don't look too positive. Let's see if so. One of them is different. Oh no. Okay, no, that guy's enthusiastic. He's not. Okay. One of them, 2 of them actually, are not are seem like they're hardcore, and one of them actually reaches down and grabs the other arrow that was in the quiver of the priest. He swings around, and he's going to stab at, because he's doing it kind of randomly. 'Cause it's number 4, which is actually Graham. Oh, but that's a terrible roll though. 11. That's not going to hit you. So he jams into you with the arrow and or swings past you with the arrow and misses. The other one that also seems motivated just tries to. Well, actually, he doesn't have any more magic. All right, he's not magic. He's not motivated. The other 3 start to run. So since they're leaving melee, you can get a free shot at them. So maybe let's just do one character can attack each one of these guys once.
So
Just go down the wall.
only one of us can attack total?
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, not everybody gets to attack each person, so one person can attack each one of the priests. So
Okay.
One attack.
Well, Torsten will try one, and I say Graham goes for one.
Okay.
Yeah, each character can attack one priest.
Okay.
But all different priests because they're running.
Yeah, so Torsten misses.
Okay. How about Graham?
That's not my D die.
Well,
I got it. Huh?
Hold on. Does a 13 hit them?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, I actually got them then.
Okay, I also got him.
Okay. So do some damage, guys.
7 plus 8, or 7 plus 1 for 8, plus 2 for 10.
Okay, so I do a D10. Where's my 10?
That's the thing. You're the big
Oh, there
hitter.
it
Just can't hit.
is. Okay, 10 plus 1 plus my D die. Okay, so it's 6 plus my plus 1, so 7 total.
Nice. Yes, the guy turns to run, the guy you hit before, and you chop him down. So 2 of them drop.
Okay.
The other 2 still run. You can make attacks. The cleric and the thief can each attack as well.
Okay.
Assuming you want to kill these guys.
Let me see what Kierwin rolls first.
I got a 7 plus 3, so that's 11.
All right.
That hits.
I rolled a. Okay. You know what? Let's see if you kill it.
Well,
Oh, 11 hits?
Yeah, 11 hits. There's 4 of them total, so you can each.
Oh, 11 does hit it? Okay.
Yeah, that's just an image.
All right, so then it's a 1d6.
Yeah, I know.
I got a 2.
Okay, that one's still running. How about the one that Thyra's craft?
Okay, I thought that we could only attack one between the two of us, but I rolled a natural 20.
Nice. So you definitely hit yours. Go ahead and do a crit. What's your crit table?
My crit table for Thyra is a crit table 2, and my crit die is a d12.
All right, let's do it.
So I roll a d6 plus my d12.
Well, d6 for damage. Yep, and then we'll roll your crit.
Okay. All right. Well, I got a 6 on damage.
Okay. Well,
Probably doesn't matter, does it?
it might.
All right.
Come on now, crits always matter.
That's true. So is the
What's your crit die? 12.
yeah.
All right, so roll a d12 on
All
crit.
So this is how you figure out where on the table it is.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. I got a 5.
5,
Mhm.
and it's modified by your luck.
5. My luck is 11, which has no modifier.
Okay. Blow pierces foe's kidneys, inflict 3d3 damage with the strike, and foe is stunned for 1 round.
1.
7. Do it.
Wow, I rolled 3 straight ones.
Nice. Well, that's enough actually. That kills me.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, you go right through the kidneys with that blow. One of them is alive. And he's running the way you came. You know, he basically runs. I mean, if you have a missile weapon, you could probably just kill him if you really want to kill him.
Yeah, Thyra could take a shot at it.
Yeah, you don't even. You can just kill him. He's running, and your AC is 11. So unless you roll a 1, I'll say you killed him.
No, I hit him and with a 14, and I rolled a 6 on my d6.
Oh well, you would kill him anyways. Okay, yeah, I was gonna hand wave it. But you killed him no matter what. You kill the last of the priests, and maybe you sit there and get a huddle and repair your wounds or whatever, and you maybe wait. I mean, who knows how long you're waiting? You're trying to figure out maybe a plan. Nothing seems to bother you, and after a while, you realize, kind of walking through this place, that you've actually wiped out the entire cult. There wasn't that many of them left, and you travel down, and you see. Oh, hold on, get the map out. And eventually, as you explore this place, you realize that there's tons of treasure in here, mostly in the form of statuary and things like that. Armors, this in this central part here, this is the kind of rounded part that's in you can see a little gold circle part, and you can against the over it. That's an altar made of solid gold. Some of the statues are made out of solid gold. You kind of realize too when you get to the other end of this place, like all the way to the right, that's the true entrance, and it's collapsed in of the original temple.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so maybe bring in some people to help you excavate, or maybe over time you do it. Yeah, you get pretty friggin' rich.
Nice.
There's a lot of treasure in this place. I'll just kind of give you an idea. There's besides the solid gold altar, which clearly you couldn't walk out with anyways. You would have had to have killed everybody. In the locked room, there is 2,169 gold, 3,125 silver, 2,301 copper. There are 2 rubies, 1 topaz, 23 bloodstones, a gold armband, and various other cool stuff. So you are quite rich, and
we're setting up a stronghold.
Yeah, you could actually take this place over if you want. It is actually a church, or was a church. It could probably be sanctified. I don't know what you want to do with the god, which is the worm. Maybe
He's a god?
well, they called it a god, yeah.
Yeah, they worship it as probably some holy creature, but I think it's a purple worm.
It's basically like a purple worm. It's just to give you like the look, so people who are watching, or you guys can know the background, because obviously we're done. The creature is regenerate, so it's not actually an actual purple worm. And it's being held in there by not only the chains that are obsidian, but also the salt that's around it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I asked you what you did with it, because if you had picked up one of those things, it might have broke through. You licked it. That was pretty smart. It basically, if you eat of the worm, you become you gain. I mean, you have to keep doing it, but you become immortal. However, you continue to grow in weight in very strange ways, and you become deformed. And
Which is what happened to the big guys.
Exactly. So, you know, if you had gone north at the very beginning, there were some ghouls down there that were eating like the slop that they weren't feeding the god. Because basically the villagers were being sacrificed to feed the worm, and then the priests were eating the worm.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's basically what was going on.
I say we bring in a wizard for disposal.
Yeah. So basically, it's pretty fierce.
Yeah.
You probably don't want to just let it go, but again, you wouldn't have to do that right away. You could bring people in. You've got plenty of cash, and you can probably collapse this cave area and make this into your stronghold.
Mm-hmm.
So well done, you guys got tons and tons of gold, and yeah, I didn't know that was Gibbering Mother. If you didn't know, that thing was tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
like,
it didn't help the fact that I kept getting blinded, stunned,
Yeah.
or attacking my fellow
Well, that's what
party
makes it.
members.
That's the thing
Yeah,
that
that's what
makes
makes
it so tough is it's a debuffer.
Yeah. All that stuff. So basically, the way that I did it, because that's not in the module, I had to modify the module because you had already been here once. And what I did was I made a bunch of wandering monster checks, and I had a chart where you either ran into the cultists or the high priest or whatever, and one of them was that. But if you hadn't run into it by quote the end when you get to the last room, it was going to be in the last room as a boss. So when you ran into it right away, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, when I was fighting this thing, I'm like, I really hope that this is the tough guy, and there's not something worse after this.
You might have been in trouble. Remember, I made you make that luck check. I had actually rolled at that point that the bad guys were going to come, but I was like, if you make a luck check, the one that you made in the middle of combat, before the thing was paralyzed, if you had failed that check, they were going to show up and then just start pelting you with missile weapons because you were all trapped. You're lucky you made that luck check because that might have been the end of you.
Nice.
So you're lucky you made.
So, can you do me a favor? Can you actually just send me just a picture of the map?
Yeah, I can send you a link. Hold on.
Yeah,
I'll
just
send you
the
a
map.
link.
I mean, I want to, because hell, we got 4 characters here plus this map. I want to play with this a little bit.
Yeah, if you go to this is what anybody watching. If you go to the one-page dungeon competition, so just Google that one-page dungeon competition for 2013.
Okay.
You'll find it. It's called Church of Consumption by Simon Forster. Yep, I can actually. I'll put a link, but I can't put it in the.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I can. Yeah.
Put it in the video.
Yeah, I'll put it in the video so other people can find it, but I'll send it to you directly as
Awesome.
well. It's, I have to find it again, but yeah, it's a really good one. I thought it was kind of fun.
Yeah, it was. I didn't think. I thought I was like, oh well, here we go. Here's where we're going to start dying.
Yeah,
we actually made it.
I changed it. I changed it a decent amount, because you went back, but it's pretty cool. If you I added the Gibbering Mounther, but the rest of it was pretty much there.
Mm-hmm.
I modified the priests and stuff. Let me just make sure this is actually online now. There's a bit. Let's see. It's by Simon. Because I got the compilation. There it is. Sound Forest, Church of Consumption. Yep, there it is. Oh, it says blocked plugin for some reason. I don't know what that means. You'll have to. I can't go to it. You'll have to do it yourself.
Yeah, that's fine.
It says blocked for some reason, but I don't know what's going on. Sometimes it does. You can find the compilation. I think it's on Drive-Thru RPG because I got it a while back. But it's basically called the One-Page Dungeon Competition or contest, I should say.
Sweet.
But it's really cool. A lot of good adventures here, guys. So if anybody's watching or you guys, a lot of fun. I mean, In any case, I will sign off.
Alrighty.
Cool. Fun.